Alright runners, I want to talk about opening your stride versus overstriding, a common thing that I get asked about when we're getting ready to launch the Midfoot Project. My name is 𝐏𝐫𝐢𝗯𝗯𝗑, physical therapist and Run Smart. If you feel like your stride is off, you feel like your run form could use some work, I invite you to join us at the Midfoot Project, our annual 5-week boot camp. There's a link down below, so check it out. Get everything you need to overhaul your run form in 5 weeks. And it doesn't take a lot of time. You get lifetime access to the program. There's a lot of benefits for it. But one of the things I talked about in a previous video, and someone asked the question on, was overstriding. And there's this misconception that when you're running, that you're going to land underneath your center mass. And I promise you, that is not realistic, and it's not meant to be that way, because you need to land out in front to get your glutes, your hamstrings, and your pullers engaged to pull you up and over your foot and launch you down the road. So you're never going to land here, and you shouldn't try to land here. But when I went live the other day, I talked about how most runners land like this. They straighten the leg fully, they pull their toes up, maybe even have a little bit of bend, but the straighter this front leg gets, the stiffer it gets, and we lose our shock absorption. So when we run this way, it increases our risk for injury, decreases our shock absorption. Not a great way to be, but from a speed standpoint, it also gives us blow back. So when we hit the ground hits us back, and when our foot's way out in front, if I pick up my back leg, obviously I want to fall backwards, so I have to overcome that on every stride. So the question is, overstriding, because I think, when we talked about this the other day, is when this leg swings through, we're going to come through, and we're going to land here. Now the big thing is that the knee is going to be soft, right? We're not here. We're actually going to be landing with pretty much a vertical shin. That's going to allow our leg to shock absorb. It's going to allow to reduce those braking forces when the leg's out to the front. But you're still going to land in front. So we want to make sure that when we talk about overstriding to me is when that leg gets straight and reaches a little bit further. We're talking in the sense of like inches here, folks. So it's not like you're going to go from here, and watch when I pick this leg up and I bend it to there. Like that, legitimately, that little shortening of the stride by an inch or two makes a huge difference from a whole biomechanical standpoint. So you're always going to land out in front. You're never going to land underneath your center mass. And again, you need to land out here so you can engage the muscle groups to catch and pull you over. The big thing is like the farther you reach, like everyone used to think, oh, I need these really long strides and grab as much ground as possible. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking to break away from this straighter knee, toes up position, teach ourselves to land here. Now the key thing is though, is that when you land and you start to learn better run form, particularly from this standpoint, you're going to rely more on your muscles. You're going to have to fix bad old habits, and it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of drills, just knowing what to do. The cool thing is though, like when you learn what you have to do, you can work it into your training plan, you can work it into your daily runs, and that's exactly what we do in the Midfoot Project. We teach runners how to transform the front of their stride for more speed and fewer injuries. And the cool thing about the thing I love the most is that it works right into your training. Like if you're training for a half marathon or half Ironman or a marathon, it doesn't matter. Midfoot Project is going to work right into that so you can work on your form and get the most out of your training. So just know that, again, you're never going to land underneath your center mass. We're looking for maybe an inch or two of shrinking of that front end of the stride. And that's really the sweet spot when you get to that vertical shin. And then you work on some other things and you really start to tap in to really great running. So let me know if there's any questions in the comments. If you feel like your run form needs some work, links in the post, Midfoot Project. We only run it once a year. And I hope to see you guys there. Have a great day, have a great night. I'll talk to you guys soon.